everyone, here to talk about seeds. That's right, seeds. What kind of seeds are we talking about? Are we talking about these kind of seeds that say so easy? You get it? So easy, but it's SOW, this just, I saw this, had to buy these, because I was doing a seed video. So, there's three kinds of seeds out there. There's three kinds. There's hybrid seeds, there's normal everyday seeds or heirloom seeds, and there's GMO seeds. Oh, don't buy those GMO seeds. You're going to have horns growing out of your head. Ooh. Oh, don't buy hybrids. Don't buy hybrids. Hybrids are terrible. If you do a hybrid and take the seed, oh. Please stop it. Stop lying to people. Okay, so we're going to do heirlooms first. And I have an heirloom packet right here. Ta-da! Heirloom from Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds. Okay? See this wonderful carrot? It's purple on the outside and yellow in the middle. And I just want to let you know, because I don't know how to make seeds, I order these every year. One of these years I'll figure out how to make carrot seeds. But these carrots are amazing. And the yellow ones that I get, wow. But we're talking about seeds. These are heirlooms. This means this seed's been around for more than 50 years. Okay? They're doing nothing to it. They just plant it, it grows, gives you a carrot. Plant the seed, grows, gives you the same carrot. Heirloom means you get the same product every time if you harvest your own seeds. That's what heirloom means. Okay? Simple. There's nothing else to it. Oh, I guess I could talk about how heirloom came around and how people came up with the name and all that kind of stuff, but really that's all it means. You're buying a seed that's been around for more than 50 years, in some cases 200 years. Never really been changed. It's the exact same thing it's always been. Okay? And it's wonderful. And I mostly plant heirlooms, especially when it comes to tomatoes and stuff, except for one. I do one that's a hybrid. Okay? So that's heirloom. Heirloom's the best, right? So, but you know what? Don't pay up. Don't pay a crazy amount for heirloom seeds. Don't do that. Next up, what we're going to do is called a hybrid seed. And a lot of people out there, misinformation to gardeners and whatnot, and misinformation at the food store, and misinformation on the news. Hybrids are terrible. Don't buy hybrids. Well, I told someone a little story the other day. I'm a butternut squash, and you're pea pods. I'm a male butternut squash. You're a female pea pods. And I understand that these butternuts are really good, but we kind of wanted to make them a little more greener. This is a bad example. You'd never cross a pea with a butternut. But these are the only two packets I had. And so we get together and chicka chicka bow wow, chicka chicka bow wow, woo, woo, woo. And we end up with beans. Okay, hybrids just mean they took two plants and they made them have sex. Okay? And they got an offspring. So they took qualities of one, qualities of another, and put it together. And voila! You get a hybrid seed. There is absolutely nothing, let me mark my words on this, wrong with a hybrid seed. Buy all the hybrids you want. It doesn't matter. They're just two seeds that put together to give you one. And they're called hybrids because they haven't made them an F3 yet, which means they've kind of locked in exactly what you're going to get. So if you take the seeds out of the cucumber, you get that same cucumber, i.e. it turns into a heirloom. Okay? And yes, 50 years from now it would be considered an heirloom because it grows the same thing every time. This is how plants are made. Now, I have a pepper growing contest, right? Hot peppers. I got them grown right there. Okay? Almost all of the chilies out there in the world, almost all of them that we're growing today, that everyone orders from everybody going, I gotta get my reapers and I gotta get my, understand? These are hybrids that got made into another seed to get you that pepper, and then they did it again and did it again and did it again. It can take 10, 15 years, and now the genetics is locked in. It's not going to change. They know it because it's been tested. Boom, we go and buy them and harvest those seeds, and off we go, and woohoo, everything's wonderful. We don't have horns growing out of our heads. Now we call them just normal seeds. They're really hybrid. If you're eating reapers and stuff like that, hybrids. For sure, genetically modified seed, okay? Done through sex. That's how it's done. Two plants put together, chicka chicka wow wow, hybrid seed. Buy your hybrid seeds. If you take your seeds from a hybrid plant, what do you get if you plant them? They're like, oh, you won't get that plant. You won't get anything, you won't get that plant. Well, no. What you'll get is either the squash or the pea, because the genetics haven't been locked in. Those seeds inside there will give you one of the plants that was used to make that plant. So depending on what it is and depending where you live, you'll get that plant, and you'll get it in abundance. It's no big deal. It's not like you get nothing. Oh, you don't get anything. Total BS. Okay? Total BS. Now, next up, genetically modified seeds, otherwise known as a GMO. And where do GMOs come from? Ta-da! Butternuts. No, this says right on it. Like if you look on the back here, I think it said it. Oh yes, right up here in the corner. Look up in the corner, right here, Mackenzie Seeds. Non-GMO. 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 You know, they wasted the time to redo their package and put that stamp on there because people don't understand what a GMO seed is, and what is a GMO and where do I get it? Well, let me tell you, if you're eating corn on the cob, use corn syrup, feed corn to your cows, I would say 90% is genetically modified corn seeds, because 90% of all the GMOs in the world, corn, soya, cotton, period, industrial. The average person is not going out and buying genetically modified beans. This is a hybrid bean, that's why I brought this. This is a hybrid. I buy these every year. They're from Mr. Fothergill's. These are great string beans, along with a couple others I got from Baker Creek. Really fantastic string beans. GMO, corn, soya, cotton. 90% of everything that's GMO is corn, soya, and cotton. The average person is not buying a GMO and planting them in their garden. Hey, you see a farmer and he spilt some corn seed and you picked it up and took it home and planted. You get corn, you get that corn. Those seeds inside there are GMO corn seeds. They would grow corn again. You don't get some aberration, okay? Here's the problem with GMOs, as I see it. There are some really fantastic benefits with GMO, okay? But you get this seed, and they lock that in. Gotta remember, they're not coating and making those seeds like they do in Hawaii with the GMOs and all the chemicals and how they splice them together, and they're gonna make this new corn seed. And then they get this new corn seed, they plant it to get those seeds, they plant it to get those seeds, they gotta lock in the genetics. And then they sell it to you, but they own it because they created it, right? Here's the thing, it's not necessarily, I would say, it's not the vegetable that's grown. I mean, it's either got the nutrients or it doesn't. They'll give you this crap, you're gonna grow a horn, okay? But you know what the problem I have with GMOs is, and especially with corn, and cotton and soy, and where it's growing is, okay, they got these genetically modified seeds and boom, in the ground they go. Well, they spray Roundup on these things when they're this big. Roundup, because Roundup has a half-life of 6 months, to kill the weeds. And then you end up with super weeds, and I am sorry, but the Roundup's got to be going into the corn because they're spraying the plants down with corn. So that's where my problem with the GMOs are, okay? Not necessarily, not not necessarily the actual vegetable you got. I got to tell you, there's a genetically modified potato out there that everyone eats. And I'm just not even going to talk. It is just, it was to stop blight. So you get potato. There's nothing wrong with the potato. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. And everyone eats them. So it's misinformation, people. GMO is not necessarily a bad thing. It's what they do with it that's a bad thing. And then lastly, I want to talk about the so easy. They're so easy. You can plant seeds. They're so easy. What a marketing gimmick this one is. I just love this. I had to buy it. So easy. S-O-W easy. I want to talk about these seeds. See how they're red. Oh no. Oh, my carrots. And these are the different colored carrots. Oh no, they're bad. I can't plant them. They've got a red coating. That coating's chemical. Okay. People, this conspiracy, everything is a conspiracy theory, crap has to end. Just a clay coating over a carrot seed to make it easy to plant, easy to handle. They're bigger, they're easy to handle. Retain a little bit of water, get better germination, because it's got this little clay coating. That's all it is clay. It's dirt. It's just a dirt coating on a seed to make it easier for you to plant your carrot seeds or your beans or your peas or your lettuce, because lettuce seeds, carrot seeds, some of the seeds are really small, onion seeds, and it just makes it easier for you to plant them. You see a round coating on seeds sometimes. You go and you see it and it's like it's round. Seeds aren't round. Why is there a round white coating or grayish coating or tannish coating on a seed? Well, first of all, it's to retain water, but it's to be in the seeder. They're round, they load the seeder, and the seeder goes around, drops the seed every 2 inches or whatever it is. That's the only way to do it. Makes it efficient, you get better germination. Thank you very much. It's just clay. It's just a clay coating. It's not chemical or anything like that. And people, you got to stop that. All this craziness, all these lies, enough. So when it comes to your seeds, there's nothing wrong with these So Easy packs. In fact, I recommend them to people. Now, for $3.29, there's probably only 250 seeds in here, because you know what? That's what it says right there. 250 seeds for $3.29. Well, for 329 cents, how many did I get in here? 300. 250, 300. Not coated, coated. Okay? This just makes it easier to plant, to know how you're planting. You can see them when you're putting them in the dirt. Okay, you're not putting 3 where you only want to put 1. So there's nothing wrong with these. I buy these all the time. There's also one that has a coating that's a water retention coating. So when you put it in and you give it water, it sucks in that water, especially when you're direct sowing outside. And it gives it that just, get a little hot. You never know what happens. Guaranteed germination vegetables. Remember, you want your $3.29 to give you 250 carrots. 250 carrots for $3.29. I don't know. I think that's a pretty good deal. We should do the math on that. Did I have to pay taxes on those seeds? Yes, I did have to pay GST. Did I have to pay tariffs? No, they're Canadian. So here's a recap. Hybrids. Go buy them. Buy all the ones you want. Nothing wrong with it. Coated seeds. Go buy them. These So Easy ones, it's a clay coating. There's nothing wrong. There's no chemical. Go buy them. Plant all you want. Gotta plant them the year you buy them. They're not made to be stored. Heirlooms. Store them for years, as long as it's in a dry area with no moist. They'll last years, and you put them in the freezer. They'll work 100 years from now. Okay? Heirlooms, great. Buy them, do them, plant them. Nothing wrong with them. GMO, also, mostly, nothing wrong with genetically modified seeds. You're eating it every day and you don't even know it. You can't buy GMO for the garden. You can't. I have not seen one anywhere. That's industrial, mostly corn, soya beans, and cotton. And the cotton one is the pest-resistant thing that they did with the cotton. fascinating, actually. Absolutely fascinating. Now, don't get me wrong, Monsanto's a terrible company. Hey, my opinion, but just saying. So that's the difference between the seeds. Don't worry about what is what. More worry about what you're planting and what you're growing and how much space it'll take up. I'm going to have 36 different kinds of hot peppers this year. No, I'm not doing that. Okay, yeah, I'm doing that because that's how many I got planted and are growing right now. There's your recap on the seeds. Have yourself a wonderful weekend. I'm zone 4. I know I used to say zone 5, but it's snowing out there again. Thank you for tuning in. Have yourself a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you in the future.